Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Being one more than one. He received 2 messages. One of the 4 playing cards in a deck that have 2 spots. The cardinal number that is the sum of 1 and 1 or a numeral representing this number. Being one more than one. The cardinal number that is the sum of 1 and 1 or a numeral representing this number. Being one more than one. The cardinal number that is the sum of 1 and 1 or a numeral representing this number. One of the 4 playing cards in a deck that have 2 spots. The cardinal number that is the sum of 1 and 1 or a numeral representing this number. A word used in exclamations of confusion. The deuce with it. A tie in tennis or table tennis that requires winning 2 successive points to win the game. Crested thick-billed North American finch having bright red plumage in the male. The number of elements in a mathematical set denotes a quantity but not the order. A variable color averaging a vivid red. Serving as an essential component. A cardinal rule. Being or denoting a numerical quantity but not order. Cardinal numbers. Roman Catholic Church, one of a group of more than 100 prominent bishops in the Sacred College who advise the Pope and elect new popes. One of a pack of cards that are used to play card games. One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration. Judged to be probable. Be or play a part of or in. Elections figure prominently in every government program. A diagram or picture illustrating textual material. A decorative or artistic work. The property possessed by a sum or total or indefinite quantity of units or individuals. The figure was about 1,000. A well-known or notable person. She is an important figure in modern music. Alternative names for the body of a human being. Imagine, conceive of, see in one's mind. Language used in a figurative or non-literal sense. Make a mathematical calculation or computation. A combination of points and lines and planes that form a visible palpable shape. A model of a bodily form, especially of a person. He made a figure of Santa Claus. An amount of money expressed numerically. A figure of $17 was suggested. A predetermined set of movements in dancing or skating. She made the best score on compulsory figures. A unitary percept having structure and coherence that is the object of attention and that stands out against a ground. The impression produced by a person. He cut a fine figure. Understand. He didn't figure her. One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration. 0 and 1 are digits. The length of breadth of a finger used as a linear measure. A finger or toe in human beings or corresponding body part in other vertebrates. 2 items of the same kind. 2 items of the same kind. 2 performers or singers who perform together. 2 items of the same kind. A pair who associate with one another. Ballet, a dance for 2 people, usually a ballerina and a dancer noble. A musical composition for two performers. Two performers are singers who perform together. Two items of the same kind. A pair who associate with one another. A musical composition for two performers. A structural member used to stiffen a framework. A set of two similar things considered as a unit. Prepare oneself for something unpleasant or difficult. A carpenter's tool having a crank handle for turning and a socket to hold a bit for boring. Two items of the same kind. An appliance that corrects dental irregularities. Elastic straps that hold trousers up, usually used in the plural. Cause to be alert and energetic. Support or hold steady and make steadfast, with or as if with a brace. Brace your elbows while working on the potter's wheel. A rope on a square-rigged ship that is used to swing a yard about and secure it. A support that steadies or strengthens something else. He wore a brace on his knee. Either of two punctuation marks, or, used to enclose textual material. Support by bracing. A set of two similar things considered as a unit. Arrange in pairs. Two items of the same kind. Form a pair or pairs. The two old friends paired off. Engage in sexual intercourse. Occur in pairs. Bring two objects, ideas, or people together. The student was paired with a partner for collaboration on the project. A poker hand with two cards of the same value. Two people considered as a unit. Expressions used when two dice are thrown and both come up showing one spot. To cover or extend over an area or time period. The parking lot spans 3 acres. Two items of the same kind. A structure that allows people or vehicles to cross an obstacle such as a river or canal or railway, etc. The act of sitting or standing astride. A unit of length based on the width of the expanded human hand, usually taken as 9 inches. The complete duration of something. The job was finished in the span of an hour. The distance or interval between 2 points. Two items of the same kind. Two items of the same kind. A pair who associate with one another. An inseparable twosome. Link with or as with a yoke. Yoke the oxen together. Two items of the same kind. A connection, like a clamp or vise, between two things so they move together. An oppressive power. Under the yoke of a tyrant. A pair of draft animals joined by a yoke. Pulled by a yoke of oxen. Become joined or linked together. Fabric comprising a fitted part at the top of a garment. Put a yoke on or join with a yoke. Stable gear that joins two draft animals at the neck so they can work together as a team. Support consisting of a wooden frame across the shoulders that enables a person to carry buckets hanging from each end. Two items of the same kind. Linked together. Can we couple these proposals? Two items of the same kind. A pair who associate with one another. The engaged couple. Form a pair or pairs. A pair of people who live together. A married couple from Chicago. Engage in sexual intercourse. Bring two objects, ideas, or people together. This fact is coupled to the other one. A small indefinite number. He's coming for a couple of days. Physics. Something joined by two equal and opposite forces that act along parallel lines. Two items of the same kind. A stanza consisting of two successive lines of verse, usually rhymed. Expressions used when two dice are thrown and both come up showing one spot. A gambling game played with two dice. A first throw of 7 or 11 wins and a first throw of 2, 3, or 12 loses, and a first throw of any other number must be repeated to win before a 7 is thrown, which loses the bet and the dice.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.